Chapter 4, Segment 4, 114 to 122. Eleanor Barton. Hallucinogenic and dissociative drugs alter sensory perception. Hallucinogens cause bizarre and mysterious sensory phenomenons, and many users think that that means that they have a deeper spiritual and psychological meaning. LSD, also called acid, is a hallucinogenic drug, and it was discovered by Albert Hofmann in 1943, and it's distributed on colorful blotter paper. PSP, is a dissociative drug because you have a detachment from reality. Ketamine is an anesthetic drug similar to PSP that acts as an NMDA receptor antagonist. MDMA, also called ecstasy, is and it causes positive emotions, empathy, euphoria, and a sense of well-being and colorful stuff. Drug abuse is pervasive. A lot of people abuse drugs. There are different perspectives to help us understand drug abuse. The moral model is it comes from religious views that that only divine help will help free someone from addiction. It can occasionally be effective. For example, the temperance movement in the United States, beginning around the 1830s, is estimated to have cut consumption of alcohol to about 1/3. But just say no type of things usually don't work nowadays. Box 4.1, the terminology of substance-related disorders. Dependence, commonly called addiction, is a more severe disorder than substance abuse. Dependence is the strong desire to self-administer a drug of abuse, and substance abuse is a maladaptive pattern of substance use that has lasted more than a month and does not fully meet the criteria for dependence. So dependence is worse, and you can be the disease model, back to different models. that would be like treating alcoholism as a mental disorder or disease, something that puts less blame on the abuser, and that works. That can help the person feel less horrible about themselves, and their families feel less bad about it. The physical dependence model. The physical dependence model sometimes is called the withdrawal avoidance model, and argues that people keep keeping drugs in order to avoid unpleasant withdrawal symptoms. The positive reward model says that that people get started with drug abuse and become addicted because the abused drug provides powerful reinforcement. And it can be shown in with rats. Rats, when given the opportunity to self-administer a drug, tend to do it because it feels good. It starts the neural pathway implicated in drug abuse starts in the ventral tegmental area. Okay, people differ in their vulnerability to drug abuse. There are biological factors. Are you male or are you female? Males are more likely to abuse drugs. And people have genetic predispositions. Family situations, family breakup, poor relationship with parents, or presence of antisocial siblings are associated with drug abuse. Personal characteristics, certain traits such as aggressive and poor emotional control are especially associated with drug abuse. Strong educational goals and maturity are associated with a lower likelihood of drug abuse. Environmental factors, a high prevalence of drug use in the community and especially in the peer group predispose the individual towards drug abuse. Drug abuse and dependence can be prevented or treated in multiple ways. Drugs for detoxification, benzodiazepines, help reduce withdrawal symptoms in the early drug-free period. Agonist or partial agonist, analogs of addictive behavior. Analogs partially activate the same mechanism that the addictive drug activates to help wean the individual. For example, opioid receptor agonist methadone reduces heroin appetite and lessens withdrawal symptoms. Similarly, nicotine patches provide reduced doses of the addictive compound without the other harmful components of cigarette smoke. Antagonists to the addictive drug. Specific antagonists block the effects of an abused drug. Like naloxone for heroin addicts is an antagonist. But they also may produce harsh withdrawal symptoms. medications that alter drug metabolism. Can make you ill. Reward blocking medications. Researchers are looking for a way to block positive rewards associated with drug abuse, primarily by using dopamine receptor blockers to reduce the activity in the mesolimbic-cortical dopamine reward system. Anti-craving medications. The medications reduce the appetite for the abuse substance. For example, naltrexone, which I'm guessing is similar to naloxone, but I don't know, blocks the rewarding aspects of consuming alcohol or other abuse substances in some people, and eases alcohol-associated withdrawal symptoms. All right.